Hello, dear Incolor Club members. I have October's Incolor kit tutorial here for you. I'm just finally getting a chance to get this cranked out for you. Kits are in the mail for those of you that are getting them shipped, and yeah, that's what I got. This is a fun one. Love this color. It is Starry Sky. Starry Sky is the color of the month. Along with, you're going to get the Starry Sky ink pad, the Starry Sky blends. You're going to get a pack of this fun teacup, tea boutique designer paper. You will get a 2 yards of each of the 5 colors of baker's twine and 2 yards of each of the 5 colors of the ribbon. So I forgot to order the blue stuff, so there's a couple of you that will be getting these shortly. By the time I get back from vacation, they should be all here and ready to go. So that's what I have. So let's go ahead and put these cards together. Let's start with, let's see, which one do we pull out of the pack first? All right, looks like it's this one. Fun. Actually, let's start, I don't want to do that one first. Let's start with the easy one first. Okay. And the easy one is this one right here. This is your first one. Okay. So you have your card base, you have layer 1, layer 2, and then you have a bunch of teacups that were cut, a bunch of parts that were cut, as well as a banner. So let's go ahead and put these together. First and foremost, you are going to adhere layer 2 to layer 1 and then to the card base. And I didn't pop anything of this off. Okay. And that is going to get added to the front of your card front. Okay. All right, so then you have, I went ahead and die cut some teacups for you. So these are fun. I just used the teacup outline with the, this one is an Incolor that you got last month, and these were from the Tea Boutique. So we are going to start with the bottom one, and I did go ahead and add those with dimensionals. So I need to grab my dimensionals, which are right here. I need a scissors. All right. So I'm just going to add that one to the bottom here. Then we'll add the second one. And what I did for this one is I simply, because I wanted the flowers to show, I just cut it from the wrong side, on the back side. So that's how you can get the reverse image. That one's going to get tucked in right here, like a little Kitty Wonkus stack of teacups. And then I'm going to add the Fresh Freesia teacup as well. There we go. How fun is that? All right, and this one was from the Apple Harvest die, the one that was available a bit ago. I just liked how it fit really nice with this "Thank you for your friendship." So we're going to stamp that right here on this banner. Okay. Now this one I did go ahead and pop with dimensionals. And I think we're almost done here with this one. What I did is I put them on the outsides because the center needs to be on that teacup. Okay. Add that one right to your card front. Isn't that cute? All right, and then I went ahead and used the blue, or the little hearts, and I'm going to add a little bit of this glue. This is my green glue, and I've got it in a fun little bottle that's not working right at the moment. It's a game changer with that green glue, but I'm just going to go ahead and add a dab here, little dab here, and then I think I have help. Here they are. inside. If you have your take your pick tool, this is a great time to grab it because it's so easy to pick up those little die cuts and put them right where you need it to be. Okay. All right. And then on this little tea bag die, it's the mini one, I'm going to put a heart right on the center of that one too. Okay. All right. So then what I'm going to do is you have baker's twine. Take some of your baker's twine, and I'm just going to grab about 2 inches of baker's twine, or not even 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches. And I'm going to use a glue dot. And what I found works the best, you can use whatever adhesive you want, but what I found work really well with these is take your glue dots and just kind of roll them so it almost, you know, it's a smaller little glue, it's like a little glue booger, and then put that on the back there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck that behind my teacup. And of course, if you were smart, you could probably glue that on there before you glued it down, but you know, repeat the process with the other. Put one a little bit on the back of this one, and then just set that right in on the baker's twine. Come on. There we go. All right, so now you also have some of this ribbon. It's called the metallic Orchid Oasis, or yeah, metallic ribbon. You guys, I love absolutely everything Stampin' Up. This is maybe one of the exceptions. But it's a good thing. It's, you know, different strokes for different folks, because this ribbon drives me nuts. So bagging all those up for you is a labor of love, because I don't know, it's a pain in the neck. And so what you're going to do is you're going to make yourself a little ribbon bow with this. I don't know. I've heard, you know, some people absolutely love it. Not a big fan for myself, but you know what? That's why we're all different. But yeah, make a little bow with the ribbon that you have, and then we can just add that right to, it's cute, but man, it's not easy to work with. But, you know, honesty, right? You love me for my honesty. I usually love everything Stampin' Up, but this ribbon is not one of them things that I'm really in love with. So that's just your cute little card. I think it's stinking cute, but and the ribbon does make it pop, but you know. So that's the card. First of 3. Let's move on to this one. This one is using some fun colors and some die cuts, the lemons. I think in one of the previous tutorials made these into limes, but we're going to make them into lemons today. Oh, the last one, you should have an inside layer too, so you can decorate that as you desire. Maybe add a teacup, another little heart stamp, you know, whatever you want. Let's stick that on the inside there. Okay. All right. Next up, you have Starry Sky, inside and outside. Basic white, inside and outside. You should have a strip of the Tea Party DSP for the front. And then you have some odds and end die cuts. So first we are going to take the blue striped teacup, or the teacup, and stamp it with the Starry Sky. Okay, and I'm just going to stamp that right on the actual the basic white layer. All right, then I have the stems. Grab your Pear Pizzazz from, or not Pear Pizzazz, grab your Parakeet Party from a couple months ago. And we're going to stamp that right on the top of the teacup. We also have grab your Sweet Sorbet pad from a couple of months ago. And all of a sudden is AWOL. I have red. I think your Sweet Sorbet flowers right up there somewhere on the top. And again, it's not meant to perfectly line up. It's just supposed to be on there. So then we are going to layer this up. We're going to adhere layer, this is 1, 2, layer 3, right below the teacup so that it looks like it's sitting on a tablecloth. We're going to adhere layer 2 to layer 1. And I'm going to attach this to the card base with dimensionals. Okay, and that gets added to your card base, which is the crushed curry. Okay. All right, so then let's add the little embellishments. We have the little teacup stamp or the little tea bag, the large tea bag stamp. And we are going to ink the outline with the Parakeet Party. And because they're photopolymer, you can do a pretty good job of lining them up. I need just to look down the... And I also found if you have like a white piece like this, go ahead and put it on a dark layer because then it's a lot easier to line those up. So it looks just like that. Pretty cool. All right, then take your saying of choice. I am going to do, I just can't thank you enough. And we're going to stamp that with the Orchid Oasis. Right in the center. Okay. Using your baker's twine, you're going to repeat the process with the glue dots. And I gotta grab the scissors. This one doesn't need, you don't need a lot of it. What you're going to do is you're going to put a little glue dot right up here and then a glue dot on the back side. So glue dots. Make that small. I'm just going to attach that, the end right to that. Get that nice and tiny. If you have any paper pumpkin glue dots, they work really well for something like this because, oh, and you know what? I poked a hole in mine too. You can, if you want, poke a hole. Let me grab my... I'm going to need to order more floss threaders. I don't have any right with me. So what you can do is poke a hole if you want and thread that baker's twine through it. But for the sake of argument today, I am simply going to trap it behind the back of it. I've got a plane to catch. And I'm going to do just, I can't thank you enough right there. So that's pretty cute. All right. So then we are going to use the green glue again and adhere the lemons to the So Saffron, the crushed curry lemons to the So Saffron lemon wedges. So I'm just going to take and dab a little bit of green glue on here. With this green glue, dot, 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 not a lot, man. It goes a long ways. Add that to there. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna just adhere that straight to the card front with adhesive of your choice. Add it right here, and then another one right there. Okay. All right, and then I do have a layer for your inside as well. So go ahead and attach that to the inside. Decorate as desired. You are stampers, you are creative, so let's see what you do. Go nuts on that one. Okay. that is your second card for October. And there we go. All right, moving on to the last one. All right, this is one using the Tea Boutique designer paper, which is kind of fun. Yeah, you guys, this Tea Boutique paper is fun. I've also found using just a little schnibble of it helps because some of it is pretty busy. So I found that using just a little schnibble of it helps, or using them to die cut your teacups. There's just a lot of fun things that you can do. So this one is very similar to the other one. I use the same layout for all three cards, card base and a layer with, some kind of a focal point. So let's use our Parakeet Party. We're going to attach the designer paper to the Parakeet Party. And then I went ahead and attached this to the card front with dimensionals. Okay. And I'm going to take my pick tool. Oh, shoot. Before you attach it to the front, what I need you to do, hopefully I can make this work, take your small flower and ink them on the top up here. Not too bad. One over here and one over here. Whew! Disaster averted. Okay, and that's going to get attached to the card front with dimensionals. I have an Orchid Oasis circle, and you can go ahead and attach that to the card front as well. Do it right about here. This one could be moved up if you wanted. All right. Then you have a couple of die cuts. We have the tea bag label. We have the teacup, and we have your flowers. Okay. So again, if you want to use your Stamparatus, you guys know how to do that. We've gone through that 100 times, but I'm going to wing it today because these are photopolymer, and I usually can do a fairly decent job of lining that up. But again, if you want those perfect, you make sure that you pull your Stamparatus out. And again, if you've forgotten how to do that, let me know. See, that's not too bad. And then the little teacup, we are going to stamp in Memento. Same deal. Okay. All right. We are also going to take the tea bag and ink that up with the Starry Sky. And I want to do the It's Time for Tea on the inside. If I can find the It's Time for Tea. Oh, here it is. Nope. It's tea time. Which is a wall. Okay. Oh, here it is. It's time for tea. Okay. So let's go ahead and add, we're going to color this with the blends. And again, I started with the Starry Sky on my edges because again, I wanted it dark over here and over here as well. Okay. And I grabbed my Parakeet Party and I'm going to color in my, you can do light or dark, whatever you want. I wanted those to lay those down first, so just in case I goof up here. Okay. Then I am going to add some Starry Sky and the Orchid Oasis as well. Starry Sky Light. This is a pretty dark color, but fun. So now don't forget, next month is Tahitian Tide. So again, I'm just using those to color those in. Just throwing that on there. Okay. And again, you got some of that shading going on. I'm going to attach this to the card front with dimensionals. This one I'm going to glue directly onto the card, to the circle. And we're going to stick that right here. Add this with dimensionals. It's going to go right there like that. Super cute. Now this one again, we're going to repeat that process with the baker's twine and the glue dots. By now you should be an old pro at this. So again, you can go ahead and put a glue dot on the back side of your teacup. And then this is going to be just pulled around. And again, either take your glue or your glue dot, whatever, to attach that tea bag tag to the front there. All right, last but not least, is you go ahead and I'm going to put another one up here because I kind of want it pulled up. There we go. Then go ahead and grab your Incolor dots from last month. And again, doesn't matter. You can pick whatever color you want. The sample is done with the Orchid Oasis. I'm going to do the parakeet parties on this one, just because I can. Isn't that cute? And again, you have the designer paper, so you could make as many of these as you want. So, and again, you have an inside, the parakeet party, and the white you can embellish as you desire. So that's what I got for you guys this month. Sorry that it's a few days late. We will get the Tahitian Tide here shortly, and that's a real fun wintry blue. Yeah, it's cool. You'll have fun with it as well. So yeah, thanks again, friends, and we will chat soon. Toodles.